About 5 kilometers from the center of Cần Thơ City, Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Historical Monument is located on Huỳnh Mẫn Đạt Street, Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Ward. This is the resting place of Bùi Hữu Nghĩa, the first laureate, a patriotic poet, a cultural celebrity of Cần Thơ hometown, who is respected and loved by his nationals. His name is glorified in history for the fighting spirit against invasion and oppression, injustice, and his great contributions to the home literature. He is the pride of not only the people of Cần Thơ, but also the southern region as a whole.
Hello, Miss Huynh.
Hello, Duy.
Today I take the occasion of my working trip to light incense to Bùi Hữu Nghĩa, the first laureate at his monument.
We haven't seen each other for a long time.
It's lucky for me. Today I want to get some knowledge about the life and career of valedictorian Bùi Hữu Nghĩa and the architecture of his monument. By the way, can you take me to have a look around here?
Okay, let me introduce you the stations of this project. The project consists of such stations as the showroom, the guest house, the worship house, and the still house. Behind the worship house is the grave of valedictorian Bùi Hữu Nghĩa.
As I see, the architecture of the project is very unique and delicate, from the main section of the temple and its surrounding zone. Does it follow any architectural style?
All of the stations here follow the traditional architecture, with the influence of the imperial city of Huế in the old days. Above all of the stations are domes.
There are dragons and unicorns also. Tiles are painted green, added by green leaves of trees into the campus. It brings the feeling of fresh air. Do you know the reason why I usually stop by here? It's because once entering the zone, I feel the very cool and fresh air. Also, it's very quiet and comfortable.
You are not the only person who has such a feeling. All the people coming here have such feelings. People come here to light incense to commemorate First Laureate Bùi Hữu Nghĩa, who dared to stand out to protect people against oppression and violence at that time. And this is the place where displays artifacts about his life and career. Come in, please, Duy. Now let's have a look at the display of the life and career of valedictorian Bùi Hữu Nghĩa. Valedictorian Bùi Hữu Nghĩa was born in 1807 in Long Tuyền village, Định Viễn Kemin, Vĩnh Thanh, Tháo today, Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Ward, Bình Thủy, Urban District, Cần Thơ City. Bùi Hữu Nghĩa was born into a poor fishing family. His father was Bùi Hữu Đá, born into a poor family, but being intelligent since childhood, Bùi Hữu Nghĩa was supported by his father for his education. Being fond of Bùi Hữu Nghĩa talents and virtues, village chief Ngô Khắc Giảng sponsored and introduced him to follow teacher Hoành in Biên Hòa. He took board and logged in with the family of Nguyễn Văn Lý, who created every comfortable condition for him to follow his study. This is the house of Nguyễn Văn Lý, which is simulated for visitors to have a look. After many years of hard work and not disappointing relatives' expectations, in 1835, during the reign of King Minh Mạng, he passed the 16th prize of the incense exam in Gia Định and became a famous figure throughout 6 southern provinces in 1835.
Do these paintings recreate Bùi Hữu Nghĩa time?
That's right. In 1848, when a conflict over the ownership of Lăng Thế Canal between poor Khmer people and Chinese landlords broke out, Bùi Hữu Nghĩa defended the legitimate rights of the poor Khmer people against corrupt officials. Unluckily, the conflict turned bloody. He was framed and falsely accused by his governor for inciting people to riot, plotting murder, and was sentenced to death by the king's decree. Knowing the story, his wife, Nguyễn Thị Tồn, went to the imperial city of Huế and entered the Supreme Court to complain for her husband. After being re-examined by Minister Phan Thanh Giảng, he was forgiven by the king for his death. Thanks to this merit, his wife was conferred the Galliport title, carved with 4 words, Liệt Phủ Khả Gia, by Empress Từ Dũ, King Từ Đức mother. She then returned to Đồng Nai, turned seriously ill, and passed away in her hometown.
I see there are 2 verses here. What does it mean?
These 2 verses mean that there are 4 gold dragons in Đồng Nai. One of them is poet Bùi Hữu Nghĩa. The verses mean to praise Bùi Hữu Nghĩa, who is very good at literature and poetry.
How about this painting? What does it recreate?
It recreates the context that Bùi Hữu Nghĩa stopped working as a Mandarin to return his hometown and work as a teacher. In 1858, the French colonialists invaded Vietnam. 3 southeastern provinces and then 3 southwestern provinces were in turn occupied by the French colonialists. In face with the ignorance and powerlessness of Nguyễn Dynasty, once again in 1862, Bùi Hữu Nghĩa resigned his position as an official and returned with his wife to his hometown in Bình Thủy, opened a school to teach and dispense medicine to people. Here, together with other feudal intellectuals, Bùi Hữu Nghĩa wrote poems and composed plays to support the battle against the French colonialists. Unluckily, he fell seriously ill and passed away on January 21st, 1872, at the age of 65, amidst lots of worries over many ups and downs of the nation. To recognize Bùi Hữu Nghĩa great contributions, in 1994, the valedictorian Bùi Hữu Nghĩa was accredited the national-level historical cultural relic. There are many projects named after Bùi Hữu Nghĩa in Bình Thủy Upper District. They are Bùi Hữu Nghĩa High School, Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Street, and the People's Committee of Bùi Hữu Nghĩa World.
There are even pictures depicting the construction progress of the present monument. Is that right?
That's right. These pictures were taken when the project of building the monument was groundbroken. The construction of the monument began in 2009 and it was inaugurated on March 1, 2013 on the occasion of the 141st death anniversary of valedictorian Bùi Hữu Nghĩa.
So, the project was built in 4 years. We have had a look at the workshop and showroom already. Now, please show me his grave.
It's okay. Here is the grave of valedictorian Bùi Hữu Nghĩa next to the grave of his wife. The 2 graves were built next to each other. This shows that when they were alive, they lived very happily together. Therefore, they were buried next to each other with the purpose of leaving goodness for offspring. Bùi Hữu Nghĩa death anniversary is held annually on the 19th and 20th of January with solemn rituals to commemorate his virtue and dedication to people and nation.
Ông là một người vị quan thanh liêm, cương trực, đã hết lòng vì dân vì nước.
Thank you very much for setting aside half a day to introduce me Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Monument. As a child of Cần Thơ, I am always proud of my predecessors, patriots and heroes who have greatly dedicated themselves to the country. They are bright examples to follow.